So he's out on bond for an aggravated assault now, right?
Aggravated sexual as well. At Fort Bend, yeah. So he's on he's got deferred adjudication out of Fort Bend County, Your Honor. And then he has these two new charges that he picked up. I thought you were saying in Harris County.
No, I'm just curious, what all does he have open at this time?
So it's just the Fort Bend County case, Your Honor. And I'm happy to apprise you of the facts and make sense.
No, I'm just, can you apprise what happened in this case, please?
Yes, so on February 24th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a burglary of a residence in progress call in Harris County, Texas. The officer made contact with the complainant, the property manager, and the complainant stated that she was working around 11:30 a.m. and received a call from a witness who was working the pool and notified her that the defendant had kicked down the front door to a unit and the defendant had entered the unit. The complainant stated the defendant had been evicted from the apartment that morning and was given a reasonable amount of time to gather their stuff and leave. Once the complainant confirmed with the defendant that his stuff had been secured, the complainant locked the unit. The complainant stated the defendant still came back and kicked down the front door and entered inside to grab items. The damage was $650. The defendant stated that he was at the corner store near the apartment and that he was not in the unit, nor did he kick down the front door. The defendant stated that he was there to help with his cousin and did not do anything wrong. The officer observed a writ of possession taped to the door, stating on February 24, 2025, the tenant was served and a trespass warning was attached to it. The defendant gave the law enforcement officer a false name, Latravius Bell, date of birth, March 26, 2000. Officer asked multiple times, to which the defendant confirmed his name was correct. And the defendant was later ID'd via APHIS to be Latravius Bell, revealing the defendant to have an outstanding out-of-county warrant out of Fort Bend for failure to appear for the aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Can I speak, Your Honor? My understanding of the facts, without saying this is what he said, but it was him and his cousin. The officers are responding to a description. His cousin also has dreads, Your Honor. They were moving out of the apartment that day.